Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo. From the 38, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. It's Coleman here. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Oh, this is blocked. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attempt going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Cousins from the gun on third. It's complete to Diggs. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
21.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
65.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say this.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
21. Pilot, 64.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo, left side here to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start the drive with Cook. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Shift. 61, matchbox lights.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins, and Diggs has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. First down, here's Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Sanders has it over the middle.
Here we go.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
11.
Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level...
And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. 9 seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A first down throw for Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Cousins now setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Coleman now. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 36 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
One, Omaha.
To throw is Garoppolo, and that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.